I love Trinidadian food, hands down. You Trinis got it down, especially with that roti, bust some shot. And I'm going to show you all how to make it today. I've learned it. I got it down packed. It's silky and flaky. Just wait for me. I'll be back. So my loves, in this bowl, I got 4 cups of flour. I added a tablespoon of brown sugar, a tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I have like about 1.5 cups of water and milk together, warm, okay? But right now I'm just gonna mix this with my hands and make sure all my dry ingredients are mixed together. So now my loves, just make sure your hands are clean, okay? Please don't have no dirty hands. What I need you to do now, loves, is you're going to work that liquid in, that warm liquid in, because we're looking for a soft dough. And I calculated about 1.5 cups plus 2 tablespoons of the milk and water. You could just use just milk. You could just use just warm water, or I like to mix the combination of both. All right, so we're working this right now to get a nice soft dough. Okay, and my loves, don't worry, because I'm leaving the ingredients in the description box below. So you're probably like, okay, so what's bust up shot? Bust up shot, well, first of all, a friend of mine taught me how to make this, and I love roti. And when I tried this a long time ago, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. It's so buttery, so flaky, and I just wanted to learn how to make it. So guys, right now I'm just adding some oil into my hand. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of oil that I want to work into this dough. And not only that, but it keeps the dough from sticking to your hands as well, okay? So when I tasted the busum shot, I'm like, oh my god, I've got to learn how to make this. So she taught me how to make it, and I kept practicing and I got it down. And I love to have it with stewed fish. My husband loves it. So right now, loves, I'm adding about 1 tablespoon or 2 more of warm water to this, because I'm looking for a nice soft dough. You don't want it too stiff, and you don't want it too sticky. Okay, and that's why I put the oil in my hand, because it'll keep the dough from sticking to my hand. Okay, and I'm kneading this for about, I would say about between 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, we don't want to overwork the dough. So as I was saying before, I've been making this, and it takes time. Sometimes you'll get it, sometimes you won't, but it's really not hard, you know. But the thing about this is you can eat it just like that, because it's so buttery, it's flaky, oh my god, I just love it. So I'm putting some more oil into my hand so I could keep the flat dough from sticking to my hands, my loves. Okay, and what I like about this is once you make the dough, and you could shape them into those balls, you could put them in a Ziploc bag, and the next day you could roll it out and cook them that way too. So look at the dough, guys. You see how when I push it in there, it has an indentation, but it's slowly coming back. That's what I want. That's what we're looking for. Before I cover it, just gonna rub the top with a little bit of oil on the sides. Okay, and we're going to cover it. We're going to let this rest right now for at least an hour, and we'll be back. Okay, love bugs. So my dough has been resting. I let it rest for about an hour, and by letting it rest, you give it time to really just develop. It's going to be softer and so forth, and that is what we want. So right now, my loves, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my dough out of the bowl, And I'm going to put a little flour, just a little smidgen of flour, just to keep it from sticking, okay? You don't want to add a lot of flour. As you can see, our dough is nice and flexible. It's smooth under your hands. I could get about 8 pieces out of this, okay? And I mean, if you have a scale, you could scale it out and weigh it, but I ain't doing all that, okay? I'm just going by eye, and trying to get them as even as possible. And please be mindful that make them according to how big of a pan or whatever using you have, okay? And right now I'm just rolling them into balls. As you can see, I'm tucking and rolling, folding the dough into itself to create balls, okay? Get these into balls. They might be a little difficult, so try to get them according to what you have. Because I'm going to use a non-stick pan. Trust. You gotta improvise, and I've done this plenty of times to tell you. Okay. Well, actually, I got 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9. All right. One of these, about one at a time, and cover it. Okay. Got it into a ball. And I like to start getting it into a nice circle. And my board is pretty okay. It's not sticky. And I'm gonna roll this out as thinly as I can. I'm not saying it's gonna be a perfect circle, but I'll try. Turn that over. Okay. Okay. They know how to make this a complete perfect circle. But I'm not one of those. Into a decent circle. I'm gonna get some softened butter. Okay, so guys, what I'm doing right now, I'm taking some, you could use oil, but I'm using some butter, some softened butter to spread on my dough. Okay, and after that, we're going to sprinkle it with some flour, okay. A little bit of flour, and that's just going to help separate, add to the layers to separate the butter from the dough when we're folding it, but you'll see all that. Take your knife, cut it down the middle. See how I'm doing it? Okay, and we're going to take this part here, and you're going to tuck it under and push all that in. See? Push all that in. And you have like a cone shape like. Bring that down. See? A little bit of flour. Let's get into a nice, decent circle. Okay. Start rolling it out. As thin as I can. Thin, but not paper thin. I mean, you want it thin because you don't want it to be doughy. And move that dough around, y'all. Move that dough around. And then we're going to, after we finish with these guys, we're going to let them rest for at least an hour or two. All right. Brush it with a little melted butter or soft butter. Okay, just like that. And sprinkle a little flour on. Okay. In the middle like that. And then take and start folding over. See what I'm doing? Just like that. Okay, you're going to take this one right here. I want to do it up so y'all can see it. You're going to tuck it under like that and push all this in. Push all that in. Okay, and you're going to end up with this cone. Push that down. See? All right, so guys, I'll be back. I'm going to finish doing these, okay? All right, my loves. Here it is right here. Okay. I just took a little oil just to brush over them, so because you know it has the salt usually likes to create a skin. If you want, you could prepare them like this, and then the next day you could prepare roll them out. But I'm gonna let these rest for at least 2 hours or so, covered, and I'll be back. Plastic handles, don't play with me. I'm gonna use 2 of these, and I'm not, because I don't want to use anything metallic, or if you have something wooden, which I do, use that, because you do not want to. I don't want to scrape my board. My little bit of flour on here, and we're just getting it into a nice circle. Okay, and I'm gonna start rolling it out. Okay, you want to flip, turn. Okay, and try to get it as you don't want it too thick. Okay, flip over. Because we don't want it doughy. Try to get it as even as round if you can. I mean, I'm not perfect with the roundness. Some people, they good with that. I'm not. So guys, after we finish rolling this out, we're going to use, I'm using a non-stick pan. Usually when this is being made, they use something called a tower, and it's like a flat cooking pan, but I'm using a non-stick pan because I ain't got no tower, okay? So right now, loves, I took a combination of butter, melted butter, and canola oil. Okay, you could just use one or the other, but I like the combination. It tastes really good. And our pan was really, really hot, so of course I brought it down to like a medium low heat. All right. And we're going to start. And as you can see, we're going to take some of our butter mixture and so forth. And we're going to brush it. Starting to bubble. Okay. You can add as much or little butter as you can, if you will, for what you want. Remember, it does affect the texture because I want a nice, soft, silky roti. Okay. Now, oh Lord, where is my? Okay, I'm gonna use something here. This is my spatula here. As you can see, look at that. Look at that. Now we're gonna use an improvise. Usually wooden paddles are used to clap it and beat it, but I'm improvising with a spatula, and I also have a wooden spoon that I'm going to use when I'm clapping it. When I mean by clapping it, that's when you pound it together so we could create those layers. So right now I'm just adding some more brushing on my melted butter and oil every time I flip it to keep it moist. Towel prepared. So once these are done, I'm gonna show you how to beat the crap out of it. Cause bust some shot is Trinidadian. I guess it means torn t-shirts or something like that. And we want to keep it warm so the steam could just keep it soft. Okay. Make sure you get them edges, honey. We want those edges. Press those edges. Okay, let me flip that over. Brush it again. Okay. Okay, I have a bowl here that I'm going to put my roti in. Okay. I like to see these little brown marks here. Okay. Let's get our corners. Our edge. Okay. And when you start seeing these here, that's a beautiful thing. You see these little brown spots on it. Okay. Flip it again. Oops. I'm gonna brush it again. And after like what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, I guess depending on how soft, how big your roti is. And loves, when you're making your roti, remember to roll it out as big as what you're cooking it on, as big as if you have a tawa. But due to the fact that I don't have a tawa, I made it just enough to fit on my nonstick pan. And do this side. And then I'm gonna start clapping it. That's what they call it, clapping it. And I guess what that basically does to create the layers, to separate the layers here. So my loves, I would say every 30 seconds, I'll flip it over every 30 seconds and I brush each side with oil. So for each side, do it like 3 times. Bringing it together. I I guess this is what makes it that. And as you can see, you see the flakiness. Okay. And I'm gonna like that, and I'm gonna put this. After your roti is done, put it in the bowl with a towel and cover it to keep it steamed and warm and soft. Get it into a nice circle. A little bit more flour. Okay. And take these bits out here too. Okay. If it's too hot, bring it down. Okay. Brush on a little bit of that, some of that beautiful butter and oil. Okay, it's bubbling. Okay, and guys, like I was saying, if I didn't mention this, this, you could prepare the dough, brush it with a little bit of oil, put it in the refrigerator or some Ziploc bags, or just make sure you cover it well with probably like a damp paper towel, put it in the refrigerator, and at least you know all you gotta do is just cook them. Look at all those beautiful bubbles. Okay, let's make sure our edges here. Okay, get that butter. And this takes time. This takes time. I mean, to learn how to do, you know, but it's okay. Make sure I press it. Okay. So you get those edges, baby. And my loves, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to press that notification bell so you can be notified of all my upcoming recipes. And please give me that thumbs up so we could get that algorithm going. Okay, let's get this video out there to people. And don't forget to let everybody know about Jackie's cooking. Okay. There we go. So guys, I'm just speeding up the process here so you can see brushing each side with my melted butter and oil, making sure you push those sides and press those sides so we can make sure that they get cooked, and we're getting ready to clap it. It's like you're bringing it together in the center and beating it. Okay, you see how it's developing these nice layers? That's what we want. Okay. Our bust up shots. Look at that. So nice and flaky. You see those beautiful flaky layers, guys? Look at that. Beautiful, flaky bust-up shot with some delicious brown stewed chicken. Guys, please try this recipe. Don't forget to leave me your comments. Okay? And check out for all my new upcoming videos. And guys, I need you to do 3 things for me. And that is eat, love, and pray. Until next time.